How's everybody doing today? Beautiful day out where I'm at. It's 90 plus degrees out, beautiful, hanging out down by the river here in Lolo, Montana. And I just wanted to talk about the ability to be creative in almost all things and aspects of our society is something that people admire. Works of art, writing, movies, paintings, all these things, creating things. People love to give credit and give props for that. But something that people don't take into consideration as an absolute art form, very creative, is creating money. Creating money is super, super creative. One of the most creative things that you can actually do. Whether you're an employee or a boss, it doesn't matter which person you are. A lot of creativity goes into it, unless you're stuck. If you're at a job, you're a boss, and you have a business and it's not creating anything else, you're stuck where you're at, then that's not artistic. But let's say you're increasing your income, you're finding ways to add value to a business, to other people's lives, and such value that they are willing to exchange money that they worked for with you. This is an incredibly creative process. And the more creative you are, the better off you are at it. You're Microsoft, incredibly creative. I mean, computers, man. How creative is that? I mean, that's one of the most creative things we have ever right now. You have guys trying to go to you got guys trying to go to the moon right now, going to Mars. You got Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos, Richard Branson. All these guys, they want to go to space. They want to take commercial rides to space. They need lots of money to fund that endeavor, and they've done that through their other projects, which have shot for the moon, been super, super creative things. And just because it's about money doesn't necessarily mean you're good with money. These people aren't accountants. Some of them are. They're not CPAs. A lot of them are salesmen. Sales is all about, that's all about creative money right there. And salesmen are incredibly, incredibly creative people and individuals that service people, that service businesses to get products out there. Because the product on its own is nothing. It's nothing. You have to have relevance. You have to capture attention. You have to be creative. You have to be funny. You have to be serious. You have to catch an emotional attachment from people for why do they want your product? Why do they want to exchange money with you? Churches are creative, not in the sense of going to the church and doing your things that you do there, but in the sense of they have music playing. They have food at times. They have events. They have things that keeps you entertained and engaged with the church. Charities do this. They have charitable events where you get your name on something if you give the most amount of money. Incredible, incredible things have been done in the name of raising money and using creativity to do so. In the case of a charity, they're not providing you with anything. They might provide you with a quick experience, and that's it. And there's other things that are just experience based that you gotta just convince people the experience is worth it and that they will trade their hard-earned dollars with you. Now, if you're stuck at a job or you're in your business and it's not growing or anything like that, you gotta take a look in the mirror, look at the work ethic, look at the creativity. And of course, are there some rules to play with when you're making money? Yeah, but there's rules that anything else that's creative too. And you gotta follow those rules and learn those rules and things like that. And then you can break out of it. Then you can be Pablo Picasso. Then you can be Bill Gates and innovate. Or you can follow all the rules. You can be super creative in the fashion that you follow all the rules of money. You follow all the right things. You be Warren Buffett. You can be a guy who is so creative in the way that he that he thinks his foundation of thoughts about money, about compound interest, that he's the only person who's been able to wait this amount of time to gather himself that much wealth. All these people are incredibly creative people, artistes of a true kind of the financial sector. And these guys aren't hedge fund managers, although those people are creative too. They aren't bankers, although those people are creative too. When it comes to gathering money, raising money, things like that, you don't have to be great with numbers. You don't have to be the world's greatest persons with numbers to create money. You gotta create attention. You gotta make people feel a certain way. And you need it. You need that creativity. A lot of artists have it in your minds that you can't capitalize on your works, that's wrong, that's selling out, things like that. You don't have to compromise yourself for you to die, for your artwork to be worth something one day. Now you do it right and you do it your ways. I understand how that goes. That you don't necessarily want to just sell out and be all commercial and all those sorts of things. But why not? Why not make some money for your hard-earned efforts, your creativity on that end? Use your creativity on the other end. This thing of everybody's all coming from a place of lack, a place of downing things like creating money. It's just a thing. It's just a thing. It's a thing that's a tool that can help you in your life. And you raising money for whatever it is does not take away from the opportunity for another person to raise money. It does not make another person less prosperous when you're prosperous. More than likely, it actually is going to result in helping making other people prosperous, because if people are exchanging money with you all the time, that means you're doing something right. That means they're getting something back for it. And then you just keep plugging away, and I'm just telling you that somebody has to come out and say it, that being able to create money is damn creative. Damn creative. Doesn't matter how you do it. Very creative. Somebody somewhere takes $1, the dollar stores, and they make billions of dollars a year by selling $1. Who would have thought that you could sell $1 product and make $1 billion business with that? Somebody creative. Now other people on the other end, they go, oh, I want to make $1 million at once. $1 million. I'm going to create $1 million. Charities do this in a matter of hours. People raising funds for things do this in a matter of hours. Products, planes, they sell for millions of dollars. Somebody had to be creative enough to say, hey, there's people out there with that much money that are willing to sell, that are willing to buy something for that much money that I can sell, that I can create for them, and I got to do it one time. One time and make $1 million. Wow, that's fantastic. How creative is that? That's incredibly, incredibly creative. So next time you see somebody and they're doing financially well, financially successful, and their income is still growing and growing, ask them what they're doing that's creative. Ask them what's different. They're creating value. They're being creative. Ask them about it. Ask them just from the aspect of not just boring, oh yeah, you make a lot of money. That's cool. What do you do? What are you doing to be creative? Creating more value for others. Think about that. You get into this mindset of creating things, man, you can make a lot of money. You can make a lot of money at once, or you can make a little money a lot of times. You can do it all sorts of different ways. All sorts of different ways. All right, well, that's the message for the day. Like, subscribe, comment, share, dislike it if you want to. that always, as always, talk about it.